Hi, my name is Simona Albanesian. I'm the President and CEO of HOPES Community Action Partnership. I have been with HOPES since 2003, mostly in the position of Director of Finance, CFO, and then later Vice President of Finance. And I was honored to be selected as the President and CEO of HOPES starting in April 2018. I'm here to speak to you today because we wanted to create a video that gives you an overall image of what HOPES is about and the family that you're part of, the scope of the agency that you are contributing to. And we felt that this would be an easier way to kind of make sure that we give you a quick summary of what it is that we do in our history and our governance. So we hope that you enjoy this, and we hope that you get some information from it. Incorporated in 1964 as part of President Johnson's War on Poverty, and was designated a community action agency to serve the Hoboken area and provide services, a variety of services to the community. A community action agency is what is called a tripartite board, meaning that it is made up, first of all, of a group of volunteers. So all of our board members are volunteers. 1/3 represent the population we serve, meaning the low-income population. 1/3 serve elected officials, representatives of elected officials, and 1/3 serve the business community in the areas that we serve. They have been another very solid part of our existence. We have several board members that have been there over 30 years, and they have been highly dedicated, and they have supported us through every obstacle, and they have helped us celebrate every success. We also, for the early childhood program, particularly for the Head Start piece, there's a governing body called the Policy Council, which is made up of parents, that also kind of sets the tone and sets the direction for the early Head Start portion of our agency. They have also had a very meaningful role, and many of our Policy Council members have grown to actually join the board at a later time, and they really added a completely hands-on dimension, I guess, to our governing bodies. We work with them very well. They participate in all of our initiatives, and it's really been an honor to really see so many dedicated people that are willing to give freely of their time for so long. In 2009, after a very lengthy and demanding application process, HOPES was awarded the grant to serve Head Start and early Head Start children in the city of Plainfield.
Hurricane Sandy devastated many buildings and operations in Hoboken. One agency which saw severe flooding and loss of property was Hopes Cap Incorporated.
Hopes had significant damage from Hurricane Sandy, particularly in the city of Hoboken. Our administrative offices, which housed IT, finance, human resources, and the directors, along with community programs, was completely destroyed. We actually could never actually get back into the space.
This community action agency really has stepped up. They now have all their programs open, or at least consolidated. They're still running probably at a 2/3 capacity because, you know, the community is struggling.
In 2016, after another very lengthy and complex application process, Hopes was also awarded the grant to operate the Head Start and Early Head Start program in Somerset County. And we currently operate 2 fairly large locations in Somerset, which serve both preschool and infant and toddler. To secure funding through the Office of Head Start to replace those offices. We had not just lost offices, we had also lost some classrooms. So what we decided to do, since in the city of Hoboken is very difficult to find property, as opposed to buying a property or anything else that was not affordable, we had a very small courtyard to this building at 301 Garden. And we decided that the best use of that funding was to put up an annex to that building to incorporate the classrooms and the offices that we needed. It took us a very long time to get all of that done, but we actually opened it in 2017, September 2017, and it was a wonderful ribbon cutting, and we had a lot of participation from the community, and we really, I have to say that even on a personal level, I went from feeling professionally homeless to finally having a home again. And that has been a tremendous sense of belonging, and frankly, of feeling grounded and feeling like, you know, we are established here. When we took over the city of Plainfield's Head Start and Early Head Start program, we took over some locations that were not to the standards that, although they may have met Head Start performance standards, they were not to the standards that we like to provide for our children and families. Not the quality, not the level of repairs. So we really struggled, and with our board being very actively involved, we were able to purchase at an auction the Plainfield Armory. Unfortunately, after that, it took us a significant amount of time to try to secure funding, because as a nonprofit, we don't have a huge amount of reserves or anything, so we had to apply for financing. And as you probably know, financing in this day and age is very difficult, particularly for nonprofits. We were able to finally obtain it, and last year we actually opened one of 2 buildings that will be there. And this year, September 20th, 2019, we are opening the 2nd building, which is the actual main Armory building. That complex will be is a early childhood education and family center. As a nonprofit, especially one that provides social services, that it's absolutely imperative that our staff believe in our mission. As our former Vice President for Human Resources used to say, you have to live the mission. That's really what we are trying to do. We want everybody to be here because they want it, they love it, and so we've taken on a lot of initiatives. to try to make that happen. And it has, you know, translated into surveys that measure engagement. It has translated into some fun days and celebrations throughout the year, like Ugly Sweater Day, and, you know, with prizes of an additional day off. It has translated in newsletters that go on regularly to share information about, you know, where we are, what we're doing, what we're achieving. It has translated into a complete overhaul of our website to not only be responsive to the needs of clients, but also be responsive to the needs of staff and managers and, you know, everyone with the agency. It has translated it also in allowing staff to give their input into how we raise funds. So we've had some very creative ways, everything from Facebook fundraisers to shoe drive to, you know, any number of ways to try to raise funds. We do live in a very difficult time where government funding is decreasing. So in order for us to continue providing the quality services that we are providing, and in order to be able to reward our staff appropriately, we need to really make fundraising and raising funds, maintaining, sustaining funds. We need to make it a priority. That is something that has been and will continue to also be a challenge. And frankly, we also realize that we're never going to be able to achieve that goal unless our staff, who are our biggest ambassadors, our biggest representatives, our best voices, if they're not engaged and they don't believe in what we do, and if they don't accept and fully live the fact that this is what we need to continue, it's never going to happen. So that is what we want to accomplish over the next few years, as well as, frankly, respond to some of those social and economic and educational needs in other communities, the way that we have in Hoboken. So we would very much like to expand some of our services, community services, into, you know, the Plainfield area, into the Somerset area. We want to be able to, establish partnerships possibly with some of the existing services in those areas. And we want to be able to possibly expand even our early childhood program to provide services for people that might not otherwise be able to get services from us because we serve a specific income level. So we have a lot of things in the works and a lot of things that we're brainstorming about. We have a very solid management team. I think half of I think I remember looking at our HR report, and I'm pretty sure that something like half of our staff had been here 5 years or longer, which means that we have a very solid and stable staff base. I think one of the other accomplishments that has come out of these initiatives is also that, where 3 years ago I think our turnover rate was 24%, as of now I believe it's like 7% or somewhere around there. We've changed the way that we accrue time. We've changed some of the holidays. We've tried to do everything to make, and frankly, everything from summer dress, and we've relaxed our dress code to be able to allow people to feel more comfortable at work, and really focus on what their job is and not necessarily on appearances. So I think these are all some of the items that we're going to be focusing on, and we look forward to kind of continuing to grow.